Bulldogs! So on today's episode, we're going to be covering some very important news along with some very special features. So for today's episode, we're going to be covering information about the upcoming Student Film Festival and skills competition for photography. Hey Bulldogs, it's Shahad, and I have a quick message about the Student Film Festival this year. The topic that has been chosen is mental health and wellness related to youth. So this is an amazing opportunity for you Bulldogs to submit a short PSA video that provides a positive message on how we can stay mentally healthy. So take time to prepare for this film festival, and if you are interested, please email Ms. Capes before April 29th.
Hi Bulldogs, this is an announcement to all potential grads. Please fill in the grad quote and superlatives form posted on our Student Council and Yearbook Instagram pages. It can also be found on our SWC website under News. The form is due May 21st, so please start coming up with your unique and appropriate yearbook quotes. Thank you.
Hey Bulldogs, are you interested in becoming a leader? Are you interested in gaining volunteer hours while helping the community? What about in making new friends from Sir Winston and Ann Meyer? If you answered yes to any of these questions, the Believe Leadership Club is for you. It spans 8 weeks virtually and was founded by Sarah Wells, the Olympian. We are so excited to bring the club back to Sir Winston for a second cohort. You'll have access to exclusive workshops run by professionals, hone your leadership skills, and you'll be a part of the Believe Initiative network full of individuals from across the world. Last cohort, we had some outstanding individuals and projects. Some of them you may have already heard of, such as SWC Fall Coffee House, Stars of Niagara, and Memorial Maps, which won a $2,000 award from the Duke of Edinburgh organization. Follow us on Instagram at Believe Leadership Meyer SWC, and the sign-up link for the club is in our bio. We recently had our info session, and the recording can be found there too. Thanks!
Hey Bulldogs, my name is Malak and I am a grade 12 member of the Student Wellness Committee. We are thrilled to announce a new initiative called Student Made Resources, to which you can apply to be a content creator and earn some volunteer hours. Student Made Resources will be a digital platform that has different articles, videos, and media that conveys important wellness topics in a student language. By being a content creator, you'll help create a variety of resources covering topics in wellness, health, social life, self-improvement, and overcoming obstacles as a student. If you're interested in learning more or applying to become a content creator, check out our Instagram page at swc.wellness and stay tuned for more information coming next week on SWCTV. Thank you, Bulldogs!
Hey guys, as you probably know, the Spring Coffee House is just around the corner, and I for one can't wait to see all of your amazing videos. If you're interested in signing up, it's not too late. You can check out the link in Student Council's bio, and until then, adios!
Hey there, calling all grade 12 SHSM students. Have you completed your first aid awareness and infection control? Please be sure you have if you'd like to graduate with your SHSM certification.
Hey Bulldogs! So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make monkey bread. Here are the ingredients you guys are going to need. Your first step is you're going to want to butter your pan. Then you're going to take your dough and open it. I've already opened the first container and they look like this. You're then going to cut them into quarters so they look like this. Now preheat your oven to 350. Next, you're going to want to grab a small plastic bag and place 1 cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon into the bag. Grab your quarters of dough in small chunks, around 4 to 5 in each bag, and shake until well coated. Once each piece of dough is well coated, place it into the pan. When done, it should look like this. Add 1 cup brown sugar and half a cup of butter into a pan and mix until it boils for 1 minute. When that's finished, you can add it to your raw dough. You want to make sure that your dough is being covered evenly
Finally, you're going to put it in the oven at 350 for around 35 minutes.
Okay guys, so when your monkey bread has been sitting in the oven for around 35 minutes, you're just going to take it out, flip your pan over onto a plate, and then it will look like this, and you can just pick off the pieces that you want and eat them. You should probably let it cool for 10 to 15 minutes, but that's everything. So thanks for watching, Bulldogs, and have a great rest of your day.
Hey Bulldogs, I'm Elizabeth and I'm currently a grade 12 student here at SWC, and this week I competed in the Ontario Skills Competition for photography. For my challenge, I was given 4 different tasks to complete during the day. These tasks being shooting still life photos, self-portraits or portraits, a surprise subject, and 4 of my own freestyle photos. Overall, it was a really fun experience and a great way to show my skills. If you're interested in competing in the Skills Challenge next year, check out the Skills webpage at skillsontario.com or contact Ms. Capes by email at krista.capes@dspn.org for more information.
Due to the current state of the world, people around the globe have been staying at home in order to keep each other safe. The COVID-19 pandemic has been hard on all of us, but despite all odds, we've managed to stay connected virtually. After years of lectures, warnings, and campaigns about the dangers of smartphone addiction, scrolling endlessly on those tiny screens for hours on end is one of the few things that's actually been able to keep people connected. The news has become a vital part of our everyday lives. It can keep you up to date on cases and restrictions as they continue to change, and it ultimately keeps everyone on the same page.
Or at least, it tries to.
With the recent reinvention of the early 2000s video chat software Skype, people have been finding new and creative ways to get together.
Being able to talk with my family over video call has definitely brought us closer.
When they can see you anytime, anywhere. Good luck getting out of that family video call every week.
In all seriousness, with the mass amount of video communications available during these tough times, there are so many ways to stay connected. But don't get too comfortable, there's only 2 more weeks of lockdown to flatten the curve.
Hi Bulldogs, it's Karina here, wishing you all really well from home.
April is Poetry Month, and SWC Student Council wrote some of our own poems. But instead of us reading them, we decided to get help from our own SWC English department.
Roses are red, violets are blue. April is Poetry Month. Assignments are due.
30 days has September, April, June, and November. But we're all stuck on Microsoft Teams, waiting for better weather.
April showers bring May flowers. Hanging tight, warm weather will soon be in sight.
Bees that buzz, kids that blow dandelion fuzz. This is the sweetest time of the year. Next thing you know, summer is near.
Hey guys, welcome to a new segment called SWCTV Pets. Here we're going to be displaying everyone's pets at SWCTV. If you would like to share your pet, please message us at SWCTV2021 on Instagram. Here's my dog, Moose. He's half Shih Tzu, half Maltese. He's about 5 years old now, and he loves to play, use his toys, and jump.
Now here's Devin with his experience on taking the vaccine and Riley with our weekly sports news.
Hello, my name is Devin the Gamer, and on April 28th, something big happened. I went to the vaccination clinic located at the Seymour Hannah Forpat Arena, and I got my COVID-19 shot. The shot I ended up getting was the Pfizer shot. So how this worked was, you went there at your appointment time, you waited in line, they checked you, you went inside the arena, you got registered, then you went to one of the 20 vaccination desks there, they vaccinated you, then you waited 15 minutes. It was very good. There was a lot of social distancing there, and I felt really safe. So what I'm saying is, I got my COVID-19 shot, and you should get yours too.
Alright guys, step 1 is done for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They've clinched a spot in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So step 1 is done, making the playoffs. Next up, winning a round, then going to the Cup. 3-step plan. This is their best shot in like 10-15 years. Honestly, I think they got a great group of guys that can get the job done. They still have Hyman coming back from injuries. Anderson's going to come back. Riley Nash is going to start playing some more. I'm really excited to see what this team can do. They look playoff ready. Wayne Simmons, absolute unit out there last game. Alex Edler injured Hyman with a dirty knee-on-knee hit. So what does Wayne Simmons do first chance he gets? Drops the gloves and ragdolls Alex Edler. Love that play. I think Toronto is going to finish off the regular season strong and get right into the playoffs. But in other news, the Bears. NFL draft went great for the Bears. They traded up. They traded their first, which was the 20th overall pick, a 5th, and then 2022's first and 4th for the 11th overall pick, and picked up Justin Fields, the hero of Chicago. Like, honestly, I'm so excited they got Fields. They needed to get a quarterback. I called out thinking they were going to get Russell Wilson. That didn't work out. They got Andy Dalton, who's absolute garbage. But you know what? Andy Dalton is now going to be the mentor for Justin Fields. Him and Nick Foles. Don't forget Nick Foles as a Super Bowl MVP. So they're going to mentor Justin Fields, and Justin Fields is going to be great. Mac Jones, he slid. Some people thought the 49ers were taking him 3rd. He slid all the way to 15th to the Patriots. And we all know what happened the last time the Patriots took someone with 3 letters in their first name and 5 letters in their last name, aka Tom Brady. Both of them look like a bag of milk. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Mac Jones goes into New England and does some damage. He's also got Cam Newton as his mentor, who's an MVP at one point in time. So honestly, I think New England can get back on their feet pretty quickly. They got their 2 tight ends set up. The Bengals passed up on Penei Sewell, and they took Jamar Chase, which is not too surprising. I guess Joe Burrow wanted to be reunited with his wide receiver from LSU, but still, he needed some protection on the offensive line. And the Chargers ended up grabbing him. So Penei Sewell is back with Justin Herbert. Next up, Aaron Rodgers. Get out of here, Aaron Rodgers. He wants out of Green Bay. Let's go. Makes it easier for the Bears to win the NFC North. I've had enough of Green Bay dominated. They have 2 Hall of Fame superstar quarterbacks back-to-back with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. How do you only win 1 Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers is my question. Anyways, guess what happens when your last 10 first overall picks, one of them has been an offensive player, and guess what? It's Aaron Rodgers' replacement, Jordan Love. No wonder he's mad at the front office. He wants out. He's threatening to retire if they don't trade him. So, honestly, Packers are in rough shape. I don't think Jordan Love, he's not going to be Aaron Rodgers. So that's going to make the Bears win the division. So let's go. Aaron Rodgers, get out of here. If you're a Packers fan, get out of here. All right, that's all the news we got for you this week. Riley Cole signing off.
Hey guys, welcome back to What to Watch with Jake. Today, my movie recommendation for you guys is going to be Get Smart. Get Smart is about Maxwell Smart, an intelligent but clumsy spy who gets paired up with Agent 99, an experienced operative, to stop Chaos, a terrorist organization, from carrying out their sinister plans. Get Smart is a great movie that has a lot of big names like Steve Carell, Anne Hathaway, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Terry Crews. It's rated PG, and this movie is definitely an awesome movie if you just want a good laugh. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time on What to Watch.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my podcast review where I give you the best podcasts you can listen to during lockdown. This episode I'm going to be covering a brand new podcast that just released by Denzel Dion and Ricky Thompson, We Said What We Said. Now I love this podcast mainly when I'm not feeling so well about myself or I'm just having a bad day, because the laughter and energy that radiates from these two are just so contagious. I love to listen to this podcast on those days especially. Now, I will say this podcast does kind of sound like Anything Goes, which is the podcast I actually did touch on last episode, but there is a little bit of a spin to it. The two actually shared their opinions, both serious and lighthearted, on topics that were requested both by viewers or just by themselves.
Every week, join longtime besties Ricky Thompson and Denzel Dion as they dish on everything that matters. Pop culture, partying, struggle, love, music, friendship, everything. We Said What We Said is a show with bold advice, hot takes, and risk storytelling.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope to see you all on next week's episode for your new podcast suggestion. And as always, thank you for watching, Bulldogs. Bye!